Do you have any advice for fathers of up-and-coming athletes, Sheldon?
Stay out of their business.
Tabitha Peterson taking over as skip.
The sport of curling may not be the flashiest in the Winter Olympic Games, but for Sheldon Peterson, father of Team USA curlers Tabitha and Tara Peterson, watching his girls on the ice is an absolute thrill.
And she's got it!
Two daughters going to the Olympics. I would imagine you're flipping out.
Well, we're over the top. There's no doubt about that.
What's the secret? How do you rear an Olympic child? Never mind two of them.
I think we got good genes, and they mesh together with Olympians.
Good genes indeed. The girls' grandfather on their mom's side was a competitive curler in Canada, and their dad, Sheldon, was a collegiate diver at the University of Minnesota.
And you had your own Olympic dreams back in the day, right? In a different sport.
I probably had them for a short window of time before I realized that I wasn't good enough to go to that next step.
When Sheldon took his family to their local curling club in St. Paul, Minnesota, his daughters were just 10 and 8 years old. He had no way of knowing back then that he was planting the seeds of Olympic talent.
Is it true that when it came to curling at first, they were only interested in the snacks?
That was halftime. They'd curl for half an hour, I think, and then they'd have a break for 20 minutes, go up and have snacks, and go back on the ice. So that was the highlight of the day initially.
Now, some 2 decades later, there's much more than snacks at stake as the Peterson women head to Beijing. They're part of a 4-women team named Team Peterson after Tabitha, their team captain, or skip, as it's referred to in curling.
Do you still get nervous watching them?
Oh, yeah. I can't sit. I have to walk back and forth, up and down the ice.
So you're pacing nonstop?
Yeah, nonstop. Get a lot of steps that way.
Team Peterson is coming off a strong showing at the World Curling Championships last spring. They brought home the bronze, the first time the U.S. women's team has medaled in the last 15 years.
Do you have any advice for fathers of up-and-coming athletes, Sheldon?
Stay out of their business. They have coaches. Parents are just a support system for whatever activity they're doing, but certainly we can't tell them how to do it.
Sheldon, a retired dentist, encouraged all his kids to go into healthcare. Tabitha is a pharmacist, Tara is a dentist, and their brother Trent is a nurse. Golfing is another pastime they all share.
Tara, you just got the family's first hole-in-one a few months back. Perhaps that's an omen of what's to come in Beijing?
I sure hope so. It's been a good year for sports for us, so we got to keep it going.
What's it like curling with your sibling?
What is it like? It's fun. It's nice because we get along. We're friends on and off the ice, and also in the other sense, when we're not getting along, it's easy to, tell someone to, change your attitude. It's a lot easier to talk to someone that you've always been talking to like that and just have very open and direct communication.
I understand that you have a nickname for Dad.
Yes. Well, right now it's Pip or Pips or Poops, which originated obviously from Pops.
Pips or Pops or Poops. Sheldon, did you know that this?
I've never heard poops before. That's the new one.
Mom started that one, and you go, I really don't want to be called that.
Nix that one, yes.
Yeah, no more poops. After this interview, never again, Sheldon.
All right, good.
Never again.